There's nothing better and more comforting than a steamy mug of hot chocolate. And what better way than to present and serve it than in these beautiful hot chocolate bombs? For today's video, I'll show you the tips and tricks on how to make these beautiful hot chocolate bombs. Let's begin by making the simple yet decadent hot cocoa mix. In a food processor, combine dark brown sugar with a pinch of salt. If you like, add a bit of cinnamon to the mix too. Grind the mixture briefly. Next, add in Dutch or alkalized cocoa powder. Dutch cocoa powder provides a rich, chocolatey flavor. It dissolves and disperses well in hot liquids rather than natural cocoa powder. To create the chocolate shell for the cocoa bombs, melt and crystallize a good quality dark chocolate. Using couverture chocolate is ideal as it has a higher cocoa butter content. The chocolate melts better in the hot liquids and it also provides better mouthfeel and taste rather than using baking chocolate or candy melts. Pour the chocolate into the cavities of the mold. I am using a demi-sphere polycarbonate chocolate mold, but you can also use PVC or silicone molds to cast the chocolate forms. Polycarbonate and PVC molds are my preferred choice of molds when creating these hot chocolate bombs, as the rigid plastic holds its shape better. Tap or vibrate the mold onto the counter to release any air bubbles, thus creating a nice, smooth surface for the end result. Tip the mold over to pour out the excess chocolate. Allow the chocolate to drain out and tap out any excess chocolate. Place the mold on a piece of parchment paper for a minute or two. Then scrape any excess chocolate that has accumulated around the edge of the cavities. Using a chocolate scraper or metal pastry scraper, scrape the excess chocolate from the mold. Hold the mold with the cavities facing downward. When scraping the chocolate in this manner, this will assist in a better edge of the chocolate when forming. The insides of the chocolate shell should be smooth and thin. A 1 to 1.5 millimeter thick layer of chocolate is good, as it will ensure your hot chocolate bombs will melt well when added to hot milk. Place the chocolate in the fridge briefly for 10 minutes, then remove from the fridge to continue setting at room temperature until ready to remove from the molds and fill. Now that the chocolate is set, it's time to remove the chocolate from the molds. Transfer half of the chocolate shells into a mini muffin pan so the shells stay stable when filling. Add heaped tablespoons of hot chocolate mix into the shells. Next, add mini marshmallows. To seal the bombs, warm a metal tray and place it on the counter. I'm using a small stone tile as it retains the heat longer during the sealing process. Place an empty shell onto your warmed surface just for a second or two, and then carefully position it onto your filled chocolate shell. The melted chocolate will set and seal the two sides together. Avoid over melting the chocolate to ensure a nice clean edge. For additional appeal, create white chocolate shells too. The chocolate shells are so shiny, and they are the perfect thinness for melting in hot milk while sturdy enough to handle while making and decorating. In addition to the hot chocolate mix and mini marshmallows, I've also added crushed candy canes to some of the hot chocolate bombs. Be creative with the filling process. Let me know in the comments what you would add. Now comes the fun part. For the candy cane bombs, decorate the chocolate bombs by striping with chocolate. For the white chocolate shells, pipe thin stripes of dark chocolate. Allow the chocolate to set, then turn them over and pipe the dark halves with white chocolate. For the finished and sealed chocolate bombs, pipe a line on the sealed edge with white chocolate, and while the chocolate is wet, add crushed candy canes around the seal to garnish. You can also pipe elegant patterns onto the bombs or snowflakes to celebrate the season. To prepare your hot chocolate, heat your milk or your choice of plant-based milk. Pour it into a mug, add the hot chocolate bomb and stir to melt. These chocolate bombs are sophisticated and lovely, and they are rich and chocolatey too. They make perfect handmade gifts and are so much fun to make and to serve. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, give it a like and subscribe as it helps the channel. See you next week for another awesome video, but in the meantime, check out this video and this playlist. Cheers!